Hi, scholars. I have sent you about 10 or 11 topics like pi, golden ratio, uh, perfect number, etc. Make sure you study those, write them down, understand it, memorize it, share with your buddies. At least two or three will be asked in exam two. So start doing it right from today. Now, right now, I'm going to explain that credit card problem, which I told you to do before. I don't know if you did or not. The credit card problem says you have you have $2,450 balance on charge card, and the interest rate is 18.8% annually. You send the minimum monthly payment, which is $45. It was all emailed to you in that special class. And how much of that payment will decrease your debt, and how much of that payment is finance charge. So how do you do that? Well, finance charge is the interest which banks charges you. So it will be I, which is PRT. Now you got to know the units clearly. P is the principal, R is the annual rate. Repeat, R is the annual rate, and T is time in years. So all you have to do is plug it in. So it's 2450 is the money in your charge card that you owe. And the rate is 18.8%, 18.8%, which is written in decimal 0.188. Now T, what do you do plug in for T? Well, it's 1 month. So 1 month is 1/12 of a year. So you put 1/12 and multiply those, and it will come something like, what will come? Shall I multiply it? Yeah. So multiply that, 2450, but it will be 38 something?
38.38.
Okay, so it will be $38.38, and therefore your debt decrease will be $45 minus 38.38. So which is equal to what? It'll be about $6 something, I believe.
$6.62.
Okay. So you can understand when you send the $45 minimum monthly payment, most of the money, 38 went for finance charge, and this will be your debt decrease. So that was that. So now for the rest of the, you're going to receive a study guide for exam 2 from me. Another question might be like this. So why don't you practice this question? Let me give you a question. And I have also emailed you x congruent to 3 mod 7. And I have explained it. X minus 3 is a multiple of 7. Therefore, x minus 3 is equal to 7 times k, where k is any integer. Do you have to write that? Yes. K is any integer. Why? Multiple of 7 means 7, 14, 21, -7, 0. So that's why we multiplied by k. And now x will be equal to 3 plus 7k. Now with this knowledge, go and do number 18, AB, and number 19A on page 652. Now let me help you with number 18A. Number 18A, I think it is, it says 6 plus n congruent to 1 mod 7. So you start 6 plus n minus 1 is a multiple of 7. So therefore 6 plus n minus 1 is equal to 7 times k, where k is any integer. Now combine these two, we get 5 plus n is equal to 7k. Therefore n is equal to 7k minus 5. And that's your answer. Now you do the rest. You have to do some baby algebra and you do that. One last question I'm going to give you this. You work on that. And that question is this one. So write these down. In a recent election, In a recent election, 5,222 votes were cast for 4 candidates. In a recent election, 5,222 votes were cast for 4 candidates. The victor exceeded the opponents by 25, 33, and 76. Repeat again. In a recent election, 5,222 votes were cast for 4 candidates. There are 4 candidates. The victor exceeded the opponents by 25, 33, and 76 votes. Find number of votes received by each candidate. So do that. And make sure you study the other stuff. The network I gave you on page 562, etc. was in your email. Go over the number of fish in a lake. And I also gave you another question, the boombox. Let me even help you with that. Well, you can work on the boombox problem. If you have trouble, call me. It's almost 10 minutes now.
8 minutes.
Okay, then we could help you with the boombox. The boombox problem which has been mailed to you is very similar to the dinner and the tip problem, except it's differently. What was the boombox problem which I mailed you? A boombox on sale. It says 20% off the original price. And it is sold for $64. And 2 questions were asked. How much is the original price? And how much would you pay at the checkout? So how do you do that? You say, let X be the price of the boombox. Now you set it up. Unlike the dinner and the tip problem, it will be X minus 20% is 0.2X, which is equal to $64. So this is 1X. So that gives you 0.8X is equal to 64. Therefore, X is equal to what? 64 divided by 0.8, which is, I think, $80. So the original price is 80. And how much will you pay at the checkout? Well, first of all, you have to pay $64 for sure. And now you're going to pay tax on it. So it'll be 64 times 0.06. And whatever that comes. Now some of you might ask, do I have to? It has nothing to do with the original price. It is the sale price on which you pay taxes. If you have any question, call me and we'll have, make sure you do the monthly payment question and all the definitions, last digit problem I have explained, and you'll be fine. And if you have any question, call me 24/7. Thank you.